Claire's name flashed on my phone screen for the third time, each call unanswered, no voicemail, no text, just that familiar name, untouched in my contacts. Not my last name, but her maiden one. I never changed it, even after we were married. Maybe I always sensed something. Outside the office window, the flickering light washed across metal, brine, and tide. My phone rang again. Claire. My thumb hovered, not to return the call. I knew better than to do that. Instead, I opened the port's surveillance system. He barged into my office like he already owned it. Navy suit, smooth face, and their father's Rolex gleaming on his wrist. As if that made him someone. "You don't belong here," he told me. His tone as flat as someone reciting a lie they've told too many times. "You're a dropout who got lucky. You don't understand logistics anymore." I slowed shipments headed to his terminals. Delayed inspections? Just enough to cause headaches? I called in favors, pulled satellite logs, tracked Colin's vehicle, same hotel, twice weekly, between 6 and 8 p.m. Always while Claire claimed to be at yoga. Terminal 9, docks 14 to 17. The new zones, her brother recently had added, cross-checked room numbers, got recordings. I heard her laugh. His voice. This wasn't just cheating, this was a coordinated takeover. A slow bleed to push me out of the company, out of the family, out of fatherhood. My name. There it was. Container for 98Z. It had arrived 3 hours ahead of schedule. The patterns were enough. Handwriting, signatures, movement, all of it. Careless? Arrogant? They always are. Because I already knew what he didn't. He might have claimed the fleet, but I controlled the docks. They were players in a game they didn't understand, and I was already planning checkmate. Printed everything. Her hair damp. From the rain or the shower. I didn't ask. I placed the envelope on the table. Said nothing. Tucked it into a plain white envelope. I've got options. His fleet was grounded, and at the bottom, an official legal notice. Fraud. Misappropriation of assets. Indictment pending, but scared. The eyes of a child realizing he'd been dancing on the edge of a cliff. All shipments frozen. Every route flagged for suspected violations. Then waited. And I knew eventually he'd come crawling back. It had been transferred without clearance, never recorded on the official manifest, completely unauthorized. Didn't glance outside when her car vanished down the road. And sloppy, I caught the way his eye twitched, how his mouth nearly curled in contempt. From sweat, from grit, from the ground up, and now, they drown in the same mud they tried to bury me in. He hesitated, like he wanted to say more, but swallowed it. The relief in her face when I told her I'd been fired. Not sorrow, not rage, just freedom, like I'd unlocked her cage. I sat in stillness, the low hum of the private console at my desk filling the silence. This time, I smiled. When Colin was named CEO, he didn't offer a handshake. For weeks, I let them think I was licking my wounds, retreating. Let Colin play the role of overlord in his glass tower, while his staff whispered behind his back. Let Claire practice those fake smiles in the mirror when she thought I wasn't looking. He glanced at the photo on my desk. Claire, our daughter, and me. I didn't argue, just packed my things. Quietly. No resistance, no words. What hit harder than his betrayal was Claire? Her absence in our bed? The lingering perfume on unfamiliar clothes. I went silent, but I stayed active, behind the scenes. Where the real power breathes, I verified timestamps. I never listened to the full audio. I didn't need to. I saw Claire texting him while cradling our daughter. I saw Colin reroute medical supplies to a fake holding company. One I secretly registered 2 months prior. First came the DNA test. Our daughter wasn't biologically mine. Then came the shell company audit, revealing dummy suppliers, falsified expenses, and video proof of Claire unlocking restricted access to the manifest room. Or so they thought. I compiled the findings. She came home late. She eyed it like it might bite. "What's this?" she asked. I stayed quiet. She opened it, flipped through the papers, froze. Tears welled up, but I stared at her without a flicker of emotion. She reached for my hand. I pulled away. Was it ever going to be enough? I asked her. She had no answer. None that mattered. The next morning, Colin showed up at Dock 14. His face pale, sweat pooling behind his collar. Security had denied him entry. I stood at the pier's edge with a clipboard in hand. No greeting. No expression. "You can't do this," he hissed. "I already did." He shoved the clipboard aside. "It's a temporary setback. I'll clear it up." You think I need your docs? I handed him a second envelope. Silently. He opened it, hands trembling. Inside, connections to the shell companies, bank transactions, voice recordings. His face didn't just fall. It shattered. He looked up at me with eyes no longer smug. You set me up, he whispered. I tilted my head slightly. You just kept digging. Claire left the next day, didn't even pack everything. I didn't stop her. Her? Their daughter is with her. For now, the docks are quiet again. The tide moves. Ships come. Ships go. I sit in the same chair. Colin once tried to steal, listening to the sea. Outside, steady, undisturbed, still mine. They tried to erase me, take everything I built. But they forgot one thing. I didn't inherit this company. I forged it. As for me, some debts don't need collecting. They just need watching.